Good morning to all the second BCom computers and second BCom general students. Today we are going to learn about principles of insurance. Subject is principles of insurance, and in this principles of insurance, we are going to learn about annuities. What is the meaning of annuity and how this annuity is helping the future of the people who are becoming the policy holders, and various types of schemes are existing in these policies. So various types of schemes and these policies. So annuity is also one method of saving and implementing the claim to the policy holders. So that we are going to learn in this class today. So first question is, what is an annuity? An insurance based contract between you and the insurer. So who is insurer here? Life insurance company is a insurer. You pay premium, okay, for after tax dollars. Insurer invest your money, earnings accumulate tax deferred, earnings are taxed as ordinary income when distributed. So the question here is, in order to divert your tax, you first, once you join the insurance policies, or when you get to paying the insurance policies, the first question arises here: do the policy holder need to pay the tax? No. Insurance policies does not require any income tax to be paid. They does not include on the income tax. You are going to be exempted from the income tax payer if you have the insurance policy. You may premium with after tax dollars. Issuers invest your money. So who is investing your money? Issuers. Who are issuer? The insurance company is the insurer. The insurance company is the insurer. So insurance company is going to invest on behalf of you in other reinsurance companies whatever amount you paid in the form of policy. Next, earnings accumulated tax deferred. So what is happening? The earnings, whatever till now it has been saved and under the insurance policies, are exempted from the tax. Earnings are taxed as ordinary income when distributed. Suppose you remove from this heading called as insurance amount, and if you distribute, or if you make a fixed deposit, or if you transfer the amount from these policies, then it is going to come under the taxation policy. Clear? So annuity is a planned amount which you are keeping aside or which you are investing for the sake of future benefits. Why to buy an annuity is one more question in many number of the people when they join this policy. So what is the question here? Why we need to buy the annuity? To receive tax deferred growth, for saving, and dependable stream of income for life. So what is happening? The first point what is telling? Deferred. This amount can be shown. So much amount what you are paying or what you are saving in the annuity, if you show in income tax returns, it is going to become the tax exempt and income of the life. To save for a specific purpose. So why you are saving the amount is, you are saving this amount for a particular purpose. It may be education, it may be construction of the house, or it may be for medical or any other activity. This specific amount you can save and keep it aside. To supplement other sources of retirement income also. Now question may arise, children got married, some children are staying abroad. What is the question of myself staying in India after the retirement? So if you keep the amount as an investment in the annuity aside, in future after your retirement, the annuity plan gives the specific amount to you as you receive the salary monthly or yearly or 3 months, how the way you decide. According to that, it is going to pay to the people who planned under this annuity. To maintain financial independence, this is very important. Nowadays, as the cost of living is growing, and we are not able to depend on anyone, and we can't request anyone also for our financial position after the retirement or the medical expenses or any other activities. So this annuity will play a key role, a vital role for the best planning of our amount, and that is a small amount today is going to become a huge saving for future, where we are becoming mentally strong, that financial support we have in this annuity plan. So once the amount is invested in this annuity, we no need to depend on any other person in future. Okay, for the sake of medical claim or for the sake of any type of activity or the retirement. That is one of the important point why this annuity we should save in this amount in this annuity. Annuity fee and expenses we talk about. Some fixed annuities may charge an annual contract fee. What is the first point said here is fixed annuities are there. Where you are investing a huge amount in the particular policy or in the particular insurance policy form. So there what is happening is they are not charging monthly charges. Annually they will take some amount for maintaining this annuity in a perfect investment. That is fixed. Annual variable annuities, if you talk about annual contract fees. So two types of annuities you can see here. One is fixed annuities and next one is the variable annuities. When you talk about the variable annuities, annual contract fee, mortality and expenses risk charges, sub-account cost may include investment fees and operational cost. Both may charge surrender fees. So first in the variable annuities, what is telling annual contract fees? As he said in the fixed how he is charging annually, same way in the variable also he is charging the annual fees. Okay, mortality and expenses risk charges. It may be during death case or after the death case or any accident or any incident happened between and you require the policy, means you are claiming the amount, means at the time he is going to charge special charges for paying the risk benefit. That is also there. First one is contract, because you are investing in a contract, annually he is going to take some charges. Second point, what is happening during the mortality, some expenses are going to be charged. Sub-account cost may be include investment fees and operational cost. Some more expense also he is charging. So separately he may now charge you in total amount whatever he is deducting as a service charges. These all are going to be included. So here what is happening, sub-account cost may include investment fees and operational cost. So some cases, one example I will talk here. What is the example is, suppose parent joined the policy. After few years, he is not in a condition to continue the policy and he is not interested to continue the policy. At the time, in spite of breaching the contract or in spite of breaking up the contract of the insurance, he can transfer this insurance policy to his nominee or to his wife or kids or someone else. So for that also some extra expense are going to be charged. So both may charge surrender fees. What is the meaning of surrender? Surrender value is one amount what you are going to take from the policy. One example I will give you here. Suppose you started paying the policy or the annuity or the investment since 2011. Okay, after 5 years or after 6 years of paying the policy, you are in need of a huge amount where you are not able to get a loan or no one is ready to give the amount to you and you require the huge amount. So on your policy till today, after 5 years or after 6 years or 7 years, whatever paid amount is there, that amount you can take, you can request. Okay, so you are requesting and you are applying for that amount to be encashed to you. So that purpose of breaching the contract. So what is happening? Contract between the insurer and the insured is going to break up when you are going to take the cash from the insurance. So that comes under surrender value. So that charges also are going to be collected from the people. Surrender charges. So annuity fees are of two types, that is fixed as well as the variable annuities. Even the surrender expense also they are going to charge to you. Next is taking money out of an annuity. Withdraw principal and or earnings to age 59 and half may be subject to 10% additional tax. So when you are taking the amount, the lump sum what has been saved in this insurance and you want to withdraw the total amount, what it is happening when you are going to withdraw this amount is the retirement, that is 59 years or 58 years or 57 years or 60 years, whatever the age of the retirement according to the central government and the state government. After the retirement, for the planning for you and you are withdrawing amount means how much amount he is going to deduct from your total amount. Suppose you invested and your amount became 10 lakhs. In this 10 lakhs, how much is going to be deducted? 10%. Means nearly 1 lakh it is going to be deducted, and 9 lakhs you are going to get the cash. Select a guaranteed income option of a fixed or variable amount over a specific period of time or for life annuitization. Select a guaranteed income option of a fixed or variable amount over a specific period of time. So second point what is telling is, in spite of withdrawing this total amount from this insurance account, you keep it as, and monthly I should receive in the form of salary, or yearly I want some pension, or every 3 months or every 6 weeks, 6 months. You give some specified data or the information to this companies so that according to the requirement they are going to pay the amount to you. Next, no qualified annuities aren't subject to required minimum distributions. So no qualified annuities means the companies where you are joining the insurance should be branded companies, good companies, which are according to IRDA, which are registered under IRDA. Then only these all companies are going to pop up, and the scope of the investment is going to be there in these insurance companies. Other than the companies which are not registered under IRDA, if you invest, so there is no question of surety of getting the amount. Annuity payment options. So payments for life, payments for a specific period, payment for lifetime with term certain, refund life, joint and survivor life. For variable annuities, the amounts of your payments may vary with the performances of your underlying investment. So what is telling here is, various types are there. How many types are there here? You are able to see 6 types of payments options to you. How many types are there here in this PPT is 6 types of options are there. First one, what is saying? Payment for life. So how many years you are going to survive, that many number of years you are paying the annuity. Payment for specific period, 10 years, 5 years, 20 years or 25 years. Okay, payments for life with certain. So term insurance, when you talk about it, term insurance policies, when you talk about it, term insurance you may take for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years and 4 years. 5 years also. So in that way also you can plan up the annuity method. Refund life. Whenever in between you are in need of, beforehand only you are mentioning that you want the amount in particular, that is after 5 years or after 6 years or after 10 years. Refundable life. Joint and survivor life. So what is happening here? In spite of a single person, 2-3 people are in joint. You and your wife, you and your son, you and your brother, etc. For variable annuities, the amounts of your payments may vary with the performances of your underlying investment. So what is telling in the last point is, there are different plans. So according to the different plans, the performances means their duty also varies. Their responsibility also differs. Okay, the mode of payment also varies according to the plans what you have filed about. So that you want to tell in the 6th point. Next, common annuity riders. Fixed annuities, variable annuities and immediate annuities. Common types of annuities what you find here are fixed annuities, variable annuities and immediate annuities. Next, features of annuities, if you see, death benefit. Most annuities have death benefit, means death protection, tax deferred growth, earnings in an annuity build up free of current federal income tax, unlimited contributions, living benefits, investment flexibility and other product options. So features of the annuity, if we talk about here, again 6 types of features are given in this PPT. Death benefit. Everyone are planning for the future. Everyone is planning for the finance of their future only. So definitely after the death, or death may occur anytime. It may be natural or it may be accidental. Death may occur. So we can't say when the death is going to occur. For that, they should get ready that the family should be financed with the amount what they are saving today. Next is, in order to avoid the tax. In order to overcome the taxes also, many people come into this field of insurance where they invest many number of plans, many number of policies in this insurance fields. Okay, unlimited contributions. So unlimited contributions means in the annuities, whenever you are required, you have some 10 lakhs of rupees. So this 10 lakhs of rupees you are planning up. which time, how much amount you want. So beforehand you are deciding these all things. Means you are planning up and informing to the organizations or the institutions. Living benefits. Suppose you paid the policy for 50 years or 60 years, for the benefits you are going to receive. That type of benefits are also planned by annuities organizations. Investment flexibility. Suppose you are not interested to take the amount periodically, that is monthly or 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, you can reinvest again your amount with the other insurance companies, so that you make it the double rate of interest from this original company and the reinsurer company. Okay, other product options, many other product options are also there with this insurance companies. And if you see types of annuities, there are types of annuities, essentially two ways in which the individual receives the annuity payment. Immediate annuity, he begins to receive payments soon after the initial investment. This is ideal for someone approaching retirement age. He begins to receive payment soon after the initial investment. This is ideal for someone approaching retirement age. Next, deferred annuity, if we talk about, it accumulates money as opposed to paying out annuity regularly. Deferred annuity can be converted into immediate annuity based on individual preferences. So first one is what? Immediate annuity. It begins to receive payment soon after the initial investment. You understood this point, I think. As soon as you join the policy, how much ever you invested immediately, periodically the amount is going to be credited in your account. This is ideal form. Someone approaching retirement age. That is after the specific period of time. It is not immediately as soon as you join the policy, but it is after 5 years or after 10 years or after the retirement of the policy. Immediately the amount is going to be credited. Deferred annuity, if you talk about, it accumulates money as opposed to paying out annuity regularly. Deferred annuity can be converted into immediate. So here what is happening? Deferred annuity. What is deferred annuity? The amount what is going to be accumulated regularly, but you are not taking out that amount. You are keeping some aim to use that amount. That comes under deferred annuity. This deferred annuity can be changed into which annuity? Immediate annuity. So I hope that all the students are able to understand the insurance topics. Please concentrate on the topics. These all, once again, we may not remind it to you. So please note down the points if necessary, and if you are not able to understand anything, please note down on a piece of paper and keep it, so that whenever the Zoom classes are going on, there is a live class are going on, you can keep the message in the chat, or you can question us and we may explain that particular topic. Clear? Stay home, stay safe. Thank you, students.